Alright, y'all, what's up? So today's gonna be a short little video just because everyone's focusing on finals right now, and I'm tired. Plus I have a lot of good video ideas, but I haven't really done any of the research yet for them, because once again it's finals and today was a hard day and like blah blah blah. Anyways, I'm gonna just be talking about why it's very important to stay consistent with prayer. Now, a lot of people, they pray for like 2, 3, 4 days in a row, right? Which is great, like I'm not bashing that. I think that's awesome. But then they stop because they're like, well, I haven't, I'm not really feeling God. I haven't heard God. I haven't felt his presence. I haven't seen him answer my prayers and do certain things. And, for me, I think, well, what if the 5th day when you were going to pray, but you didn't because you didn't think you were hearing him? What if the 5th day is when he wanted to talk to you and speak to you? Now, a good example of this is working out. Obviously, when you work out, you want to see progress on yourself and your body change, you have to be consistent. And at the same time, the first week or 2 weeks of you working out, you're not going to see anything. Like, you're not going to see any difference until you really start getting into the routine of working out and the consistency of working out until like 3 weeks, a month, etc. And that's when you really start seeing a change in your life. Now, that could go with the same with prayer, For one, God is always listening to you. That's just facts. 2, he's going to answer your prayers. And 3, you just got to be patient. That's all it is. But at the same time, we got to stay consistent, and continue to pray. And I know that sometimes, life gets hard. We don't have time to pray, blah, blah, blah. But, you could take a minute right before you're about to sleep. Just be like, thank you, Lord, for today. That's still a prayer. It doesn't have to be long, 30 minutes, an hour. It doesn't have to be that. He just wants you to contact him in any kind of way and reach out. And, I promise he will answer your prayers. Now, I have a great example of this. So, God will answer your prayers, but in his time and not yours. He aligns up your life perfectly the way you're living it. You are not ahead, you are not behind, you are right where he wants you to be. And I have a great example. So my sister, Chloe, right? So right when I came to know God, when he really entered into my life, I told Chloe about it. And she had told me that she had been praying every single day for years. That I would come to know God and that I would stray away from temptation. And, that was kind of crazy to me because I was like, well, he just answered her prayers. But at the same time, like, he didn't answer them for years. But he still did. Like, that's what I'm trying to say is that, he might answer your prayer in 20 years, tomorrow, in 5 days. We don't know, but that is why we need to stay in the routine and stay consistent with talking with God, because once again, that's all he wants. And once again, that's how you build a relationship with him, and then things will just start falling into place. And God could be answering your prayers, but you're just not noticing it, and you're just not seeing it and paying attention and looking for them. For an example, I asked God like a while ago, man, I need to be more patient with people. So I asked God, please help me be more patient. And the way God works in my life is that he put me in situations where I needed to where it tested my patience and where I could learn how to grow as a person. See, God will never, I won't say he will never, but he will most likely, rather than give you what you're asking for, put you through situations where you can grow as a person to get what you're asking for, like patience, being nicer to people, things like that. And once you start noticing the situations you're being put in when it comes to, or how it could relate to what you're praying for, I think you'll maybe start seeing how he's working in your life and things like that. But yeah, I just thought that I wanted to make this video because I had nothing else to make today, and I was like, this is easy to talk about because I'm kind of knowledgeable about it, etc. But yeah, just pray, y'all.